Welcome back to Grade 7 Math. This is lesson number 6.2, Organize, Extend, and Make Predictions. Today's lesson is an extension of our last. This time, we are going to use variables to help us represent unknown numbers and write expressions that describe a pattern. A variable is a letter that is used to represent an unknown amount. For example, we could use the variable C to represent an unknown number of candies. And please note that we can use any letter as a variable. Now, certain letters tend to be used more often in textbooks. I find that usually the letters N and X and sometimes Y get used a lot. But whenever you're working with patterns or with algebraic expressions or equations, you can use any letter as a variable. So with this activity today, this is getting us one step closer to our algebra portion of this unit. Here's an example. Look at the pattern below. Determine the perimeter, number of toothpicks, of each of the first three triangles. Use a table to show the relationship between the perimeter and the set of natural numbers. Then find the next three numbers in the pattern. So let me just get a pen ready here. Oops. Try that again. Okay, now. Okay, so for our first term, we can see that there are three toothpicks. So our perimeter is 3. If we look at our second, count 2, 4, 6 sticks. And I think you can guess what's coming next. For our third term, we've got 3, 6, 9. 9 sticks. So what did I do in each case? Well, you should notice that there's a multiplying pattern going on. And that we've got 3 times 1. We've got 3 times 2 to give us 6. And then we've got 3 times 3 to give us 9. And now just switching back to my select mode, looking at the pattern where we're multiplying by 3 each time. So the next item will be the fourth item. 4 times 3 is 12. If I think the next item, the fifth, 5 times 3 is 15. And for my sixth term, 6 times 3 is 18. See, did I get it right? I did indeed. Okay, so using this example, you're going to try this on your own. You're going to describe each number pattern first. Think about it in your head, what pattern you see. And then you're going to relate each item to the set of natural numbers. Okay, so in other words, you're going to look at 1 and 4, 2 and 8, 3 and 12, 4 and 16, 5 and 20, and think, did we add by a certain amount each time? Did we multiply? Did we divide? What did we do? This one might be a little bit more of a challenge. But again, you're going to do the same thing. going to think, okay, how do we get from the natural number to the item each time? What am I doing? Okay, so put the video on pause so that you can try this out. You'll probably need a separate piece of paper to write down your answers, and we will go over this in tomorrow's class. Okay, time for something different. A flower has 5 petals. Find out how many petals there would be in 2, 10, and F flowers. Okay, so for 2 flowers, you think, well, 2 times 5, that equals 10 petals. I've got 10 flowers. 5 times 10 equals 50 petals. And then for F flowers, it's going to be 5 times F petals. I have to leave it like that because I don't know what number it is exactly. So it's just going to be 5 times F. Okay, here's one for you to try. Brian always buys 4 more comics than John. How many comics will Brian buy if John buys 3, 8, and C comics? So put the video on pause so you can try out this example, and we'll take it up in tomorrow's class. All right, and here's another one for you to try. Hillary has 10 less action figures than John. How many action figures does Hillary have if John has 20, 100, and A action figures? Put the video on pause, try it out at home, take it up tomorrow. Okay, good stuff. So after we go through those homework problems for you from this video, I'm going to give you time to work out of your textbook on a number of problems, which you will, of course, go through together later on in the class. But until tomorrow's class, this concludes today's video.